Good morning, my people. Good morning, my ladies. Hi. Good morning. Okay, I have tons to say today, as always. I always think about what kind of content could really go grab people right now, and what kind of content do the humans need to hear about to make them feel more in control and to make them feel more like they are responsible for their life, their choices, their accomplishments. I think all of that gathered together and feeling in control is a huge part of someone's success. And so what I want to talk about today is it's so important that you listen to your thoughts, and we preach that. We want you to start listening to your thoughts because your thoughts will drive your actions. But what happens when you have thoughts, but your actions do not go with your thoughts? Here's what I mean. If you keep saying your thoughts are, I really want to lose weight, really want to feel good in my skin, really want to feel happy, really want to understand calorie deficit, really want to do my laundry today, really want to go for my walk, yet your actions do not match what your thoughts say you want. And I think that happens a lot. I think that is very common in this space of wanting weight loss. So your thoughts want weight loss, your heart wants weight loss. So everything inside you is telling you you want this, you want the results, you want the accomplishment, yet your actions don't match. Have you ever lived that life? I feel like tons of you would say, yes, give me some love if you're like, yes, girl, I know what you mean. Like, I have said that I wanted things, but I don't do anything to achieve them. I feel like everyone would say that, right? And so I think it's important that you also give those actions some recognition. You need to recognize that you're not actually acting on your thoughts. So it's very interesting because most of the time we say your thoughts drive your actions. But what if your thoughts are positive, your thoughts are amazing, your thoughts are like, you got this, let's do this, but yet your actions are not that at all. Have you ever felt that way? Yes, I know you're screaming yes to the screen right now. Like, yes, I know what you're saying. So, okay, what if that happens? You need to recognize that it's happening. So you can't just live in the space of like, I want it. My heart wants it. So that should be enough. And you also need to start recognizing that there's more power in your actions. Your actions are actually going to give you the results, not your thoughts, not your dream, not your I'm just dreaming of the day or wishing. And you need to recognize that when you say, I want weight loss, but do nothing for it, you're actually just wishing for it. You're not acting on it. You're not doing, you're just wishing. And recognizing is the first step. So recognizing that your actions aren't actually doing anything for you to achieve what you say you want. And, tons of people are like, I know I want it, but why can't I just do it? And I'm like, because you're not taking enough time reflecting on what you're actually doing, and you're spending your energy dreaming about what you want. And you're not taking enough time to implement things, actions that will give you the results. You're in that space. You know what's friggin' comfortable? Sitting on your couch and saying, wish I could lose weight. That's super comfortable. Oh, in my blanket? Let's just be in a blanket. Wish I could go for my walk. Oh, I really want to go for a walk. And you're doing nothing. So this is really comfortable. Wishing, hoping, wishing to win the lottery. Wishing the laundry would just get done. Wishing you had a nanny. Wishing that it would think, that gives you nothing. It's not productive. Okay. So sometimes we have thoughts that are so not productive and they're keeping us so comfortable on the couch that it makes us feel safe. And obviously actions can make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And often our brain, its job is to keep us comfortable. You're fine. You're good. Oh, you're good here. It's fine if you skip your walk. And so as much as your thoughts are positive and nice and comfortable, they're not allowing you the life you want to live. And there's uncomfortable conversations that need to happen. And sometimes it's legit an uncomfortable conversation with someone else. I need to have an uncomfortable conversation soon with someone, and I'm getting ready to make sure that it's productive, that it's respectful, that it's exactly what I want it to be. And I could choose a different route that I wouldn't have to have that conversation. But if I choose that route, it's stopping me from being my best self. It's stopping me from a success that I want. So I could stay comfortable and say, oh, that's going to be so uncomfortable. Like, I'm going to have to talk to her. I said that to Jeff. I'm going to have to talk to her, you know? But I need to talk to her to get to get on the other side. And I want the other side. So you're going to have to talk to you to get the other side, to get the success. Actions speak louder than words in this scenario, in this conversation. And if you're like, I always say I'm going to do something, but I never act on it, or I never end up doing it. You need to start recognizing that your actions are speaking louder than whatever your brain is trying to convince you that you are or you are not. And your actions, okay, go and recognize the fact that you're not doing what you say you totally want. Like, I've always said that I wanted to feel good in my skin. Honestly, to look good in a bra, that's important to me. And I've done it. I want it. So why do I do what I say I want? Because I actually really do want it. But what if you keep saying you want weight loss, yet you never achieve it? Do you really want it? Or you are finding it difficult to do it in the way you only know how? Because if I didn't know how to have difficult conversations, and how difficult conversations bring you up, you evolve through difficult conversations, you grow through difficult conversations, I would totally skip this difficult conversation that I can avoid. I could stay comfortable, but I'm choosing, I want to go a different route, so I need a difficult conversation to happen. And because I know this and I know I can get through it, and also because I know how to have a difficult conversation with respect, with the right wording, it can be calm, it can go well. If your intentions are good, I know how. So if you knew how to lose weight in a way where it's not that difficult, where it's not that huge conversation you need to have with yourself and your environment, and it's this big freaking deal. This conversation that I'm about to have is going to be difficult, but it's not the end of the world. And I've had some before, and I know how to do it in a way that makes me feel good. So you need to figure out how to have these difficult conversations in a way that they make you feel good. So when I gained weight with my pregnancies, and I used my own pictures for my own inspiration, that's gold, first of all. And I've seen a few do that. Like, I was here and I want to get back there. Beautiful, beautiful. There's nothing more that I would support than you using you for motivation, for inspiration, because it's you. You know, I think it's the most beautiful thing. And I've always done that. But I've always been so honest with, what am I willing to do right now? And we don't even have that conversation with ourselves. We're like, I need to get back on track. Okay, but what are you willing to do? Because that's important. Because if you need to do what you're willing to do. And I'm willing to have that difficult conversation, but I need to make sure that I'm comfortable with it. So you're willing to lose weight, but you need to make sure that the conversation you're having with yourself about that, about weight loss and the fact that you're not achieving it, but you say you want it, that conversation with yourself about that needs to be, what am I willing to do to get one step closer to having what I say I want? And if you keep not doing it, it's not that you can't do it. Don't you dare say, because I'm not achieving it, I'm not doing what I need to do, maybe I don't want it. Maybe you don't. But maybe you don't want it in the way that you only know how. Does that make sense? Maybe you only don't want it in the way that you know how. And so if I didn't know how to have a difficult conversation, and all I have as a relationship with a difficult conversation is people are crying, people are screaming, it only brings negativity and drama, never mind. No, I know how to have a difficult conversation and things go smoothly. So because I've experienced it and I'm not scared of it, it's not fun, it's uncomfortable, But it's a part of growth. It's a part of me evolving as a person and me chasing what I want. So you need to have those conversations. How can I have a conversation that doesn't feel icky? That doesn't feel like I'm not being who I want to be? That doesn't feel like I'm stopping myself? And I think that you need to really, really have an open conversation with what have you been doing, not just what you've been thinking. If all of your thoughts are like, I want it, that's not enough. You're going to have to act on it. How can you act on it when you haven't been acting on it? You haven't been acting on it. So how can I make it different this time? How can I make sure that I'm going to act on what I want? And to do that, how am I going to make sure? How, Jose, how? You need to figure out why you're not doing it. Why have you not been acting on it? So step one, figure out why you have not been acting on it. Is it because the relationship with that result has not been good? It has not been positive. It has not been successful. It has not been what you want it to be. Change the conversation. Change the language. Change your way to get to that result. Because there's a reason why you have not gotten the result, yet you had the want. There's a mismatch now. There's sometimes a mismatch on what you want and what you're doing. When that's happening, when you're not, what I want, I do. Swear. If I don't, I need to go look at what am I doing? Why am I finding it difficult to do the things that I say I want? If I really want it, why am I not doing it? Why aren't you questioning yourself more on this? It's either I'm not willing to do the work. What work? This is the right work. Maybe there's not just one way to achieve things. You guys know this, right? This difficult conversation that I'm about to have with someone, I could email, I could text, I could ignore, I could call, I could have an in-person. I have many choices of how I want to do this. I could be mean, I could be nice, I could be respectful, I could be, see how there's different routes to do things that you want. So I want what's on the other side of this difficult conversation, but I need to figure out how I'm going to have it. What feels right to me? What gives me the best results? My way. How do I need to do this my way? And so you need to do the same. So, and I can't just choose the route that's easiest. I need to think about all parties, and long term as well. So all of these things and who I want to be while I'm doing it, right? So whenever you see yourself not, I'm going to finish with this because I just go round and round. That's what I do. And I have tons of work. We are heading to Tracadie today. Today's a big day for Your Weight Loss. We have an event there. I think we're going to have like over 200 people. It seems like almost 300 people have signed up. I mean, are they going to show up? I have no clue. I'm pumped. I'm excited. But here's the thing. If you are the person that keeps saying, I always say I want this, but I never act on it. All good. Keep wanting what you want. Because if this has been bothering you, if this is something that you're like, no, I know I want this, law. And sometimes you feel like people don't believe you because you don't act on it, right? Have you ever felt that way? Where like you've been overweight your whole life, you keep saying you want weight loss, yet you never achieve it. So obviously your environment's like, you're right, she wants it again, sure. Like, don't blame them though. You've never shown them. Actions will speak louder than words when it comes to weight loss because people want to see you do it, to believe that you want it. That's just how it works. Okay, so, all right, this is all normal. You saying you want weight loss and you not doing it. That's so freaking normal, you guys. That is so common. It's the most common thing ever. We're just trying to do this. At Your Weight Loss, we do this with the two ideas. You say you want this, yet you're never doing it. Let's talk about what's happening. Let's have this conversation about this going there. And what's happening is you need to look at why aren't you not doing it? Is it too difficult? It probably is. That's why you're not doing it. You're obviously finding it. You're obviously finding it too difficult to do. It's not your jam. You don't want to sign up for this, but you want this. I want weight loss, but I don't want this. Jen, change this. This does not have to be what you tried 10 years ago. This does not have to be what you did last month. This is always changeable. There's always a conversation to get this. This is your list of how you want this, how you want to do this. Okay? This is weight loss. You want weight loss. This is how you do it. There's not just one way. And this changes all the time. Because you know why? Because you change all the time. What you believe in, what you like, what you don't like, what you prioritize, life changes. You evolve. You change. As you evolve, this evolves. And so that's the only way that this is going to work forever. That you get your result in your way. All right, you guys? So hopefully this was really good for you. And what you need to realize though, is from weight loss to your result, only you working on you working on you evolving and you knowing what this is and experimenting and trying things out and failing. There's no failing. This is you living your life. So some things you're going to do are going to work and some things aren't. Okay? So you really, really need to understand that these two things can coexist. You can want weight loss and you can achieve it. Okay? But you need to understand and have that conversation about how to do both at the same time. Please ensure that you're happy while you're doing it. Please ensure that this is your way. And please know that what your list of what that looks like to lose weight is always changing and is in your hands. Change it. Do whatever you want. Is this who you want to be? That's how you're going to make sure that those two can coexist. All right, I'm going to go. Peace out. Okay, bye you guys.